ahead and hit it for yours. All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready for a super packed Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium tonight on Next Level Broadcasting's coverage of Gaylord St. Mary playing the Inland Lakes Bulldogs. I'm Charles Strail hosting tonight alongside Patrick O'Connor, Brendan Morris, Daniel Powers, the camera crew tonight. Patrick.
Charles.
We apologize for the delayed start. The JV game went a little bit over the time that we anticipated, but without further ado, we're getting ready to bring to you an absolutely huge Ski Valley matchup tonight between the Snowbirds and the Inland Lakes Bulldogs.
Snowbirds on an absolute roll. Haven't seen a Snowbird boys team like this since 2020. They got a real shot, Charles, to run the table in the conference, but the Bulldogs are standing in their way tonight. Their lone loss to Onaway, who the Snowbirds beat a couple weeks ago up in Onaway. This is two teams at the top of the conference. It should be a heck of a shootout tonight.
Let's bring in Brendan Morris here. Brendan, you were with us the last time the Snowbirds played, and it was a big time win that they had. Daniel Jacobson, he went absolutely turkey ham with 6 3-pointers and a 28-point effort versus the Snowbirds' most recent opponent. That was
Ellsworth.
On Monday night versus Ellsworth.
Yeah.
And tell us, you've seen a lot of basketball games around the great state of northern Michigan. Where does this Snowbird team rank in all the teams that you've seen so far?
So I would say Turkey Ham is good, but Jacobson's performance Monday was great.
Okay.
But I would say this Snowbirds team this year is certainly one of the top teams I've seen perform, not only this year, but in the past few years in my broadcasting experience. They move the ball so well, but they are one of those teams that truly has shown growth. There's some teams who kind of just stay the same all season long. They win some, they lose some. You kind of scratch your head and wonder, when are they really going to pull it together? This St. Mary's team is clicking. They pulled it together. They're pulling everything out on the right stops. It seems like everyone has their night where they're dominating. They're having a great scoring performance. So the St. Mary's team is certainly one of the top teams, not only in their conference, not only in their division, but in maybe even the state.
Well, and the Associated Press voters last week recognized them in the top 10 just for that, because they've been on such a roll. And what I love, Brendan, is that a lot of teams in northern Michigan have a kid that can go off for 28 in any given night. Not many teams have 2 more scorers that can go for 20-plus in the same night. And that was Brody Jeffers and Gavin Bevel the other night at Ellsworth. And they needed all those points, a tight first half, and they pulled away in the second. But they have 3 legit scorers on the Snowbird team.
And that's what is unbelievable, too, is that Monday night game against Ellsworth. It seemed just kind of like a close battle. Throughout most of the contest. But then, fourth quarter, they just pulled away. Those shots were falling. Every shot was falling. And incredible performance by the Snowbirds Monday. I think they really look to keep things rolling. But Inland Lakes, I spoke with some teams who have played Inland Lakes in the past, and they are a tough team. They're physical. They're very high IQ'd as well. So they're going to be another formidable opponent for St. Mary's, looking for an upset potentially. So this could be a tough trap game. Certainly not a team you want to look past.
I was talking with another coach in the Ski Valley earlier today who's seen this Inland Lakes team, and he said, they're fast, but you guys are fast too. So I expect, Brendan, a pretty high-paced game. Both these teams are going to want to push the tempo. And just looking in warm-ups, not a ton of length, or I guess not a ton of true big guys, like a true 5 really on either side.
Right.
So I would expect a lot of 5-out, a lot of transition basketball tonight.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think most of what St. Mary's does is 5-out. And I do wonder, I've been thinking about this today, if St. Mary's had such a good shooting performance on Monday, 13 threes as a team. Sometimes you have games like that, and sometimes you have really bad games where you can't shoot.
They say,
yeah,
live by the 3, die by the 3.
So I'm curious tonight, do they go for the same formula? Will we see Jacobson, as he's warming up now, shooting some threes? Will we see him try and dial it up from 3 early on to see if he's still in some sort of rhythm? Or are we going to, what's going to happen? Is Jeffers going to have an off night? If, heaven forbid, one of these guys has an off night, will St. Mary's be able to deal with it? I think so. I see no problem. I see no reason why not, especially since you have so many top scorers. But we have yet to see a night where they just couldn't get anything going and, see them forced to come up with something else to get a win.
Those top 3 guys get a lot of praise, as they should. They score a lot of points. They move the ball well. But St. Mary's does have some secondary scoring ability, too. You look at Dylan Croft, Rylan Metelski, Donovan Blust. All those guys are capable of putting the ball in the bucket. So, like you said, Brendan, if one of those top 3 scores for the Snowbirds maybe have an off night or at the beginning of the game they miss a couple threes, I'm going to be looking to that kind of second tier in scoring for the Snowbirds to step up and get a few putbacks and get some points for the Snowbirds, too.
Yeah, I don't know. It should just be an exciting contest. Ski Valley, maybe not the best, conference in Northern Michigan. Got several conferences like Michigan Conference and the Highland Conference have some fantastic teams. But Ski Valley, St. Mary's has been one of those teams that has dominated Ski Valley in the past. Maybe more so on the girls' side of things.
Yep.
The guys have definitely had to scratch and claw, haven't had as much success. But, man, I think this 2022, 2023 season might be the year for St. Mary's basketball because their girls looking phenomenal. Their guys looking phenomenal. Both of these teams, I can almost guarantee, are going to make a run this year.
6.5 minutes until we're ready to tip things off here from the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium. Top 2 Ski Valley teams in the boys' side of things tonight. And, Brendan, this Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium, I know you haven't seen it this full yet this season, and It's been a long time since I've seen it this full. It's already filling up here before the varsity game.
Look, I struggle for parking. I had to I had to bribe someone $10 to let me park in their driveway. So that's a little unfortunate, but really fortunate if you're Gaylord St. Mary's. If you're this athletic program, looking for a big contest between 2 great teams. And in Inland Lakes, they made the travel down I-75. These 2 teams, I believe, I don't remember looking at the schedule if they played at Inland Lakes yet. I believe this is the first matchup. So they play at I-Lakes in a couple weeks. But so this will just be an interesting matchup. And also, I'm kind of excited to see, like you kind of mentioned, they have a lot of role players and whatnot. I'm excited to see what next player steps up because Daniel Jacobson, I would say, is one of the players that he was a role player, and I think he almost on Monday he really came into his own as his own contributor to this team. I'm curious to see who we'll have next.
I think you're right.
Someone else stepping up.
I think before Christmas break, you would have looked at this team and said 2 seniors, Bevel and Jeffers, those 2 are the scorers. And now I think you can truly say they have 3 legitimate scorers.
Right.
Don't forget Rylan Metelski coming off the bench.
Yes.
I mean, he put up 15 against Onaway a couple weeks ago up in Onaway. He's a kid that can get a lot of putbacks, and he came in when I was here a couple weeks ago, Brendan, when they were playing TC Christian, and he defended their number 5 who was in their baseline slam, scoring in the paint, and he came in and defended well too. That's one question I have, though, Brendan. Which team has the depth tonight? The Snowbirds go about 7 deep.
Right.
Foul trouble has been an issue. It's never bitten them to the point of getting a loss this year. They're on an 11-game win streak, but will foul trouble become an issue?
Yeah, I think foul trouble could be. I think foul trouble is almost an issue in their last contest. Fouls early on. Some of their fouls, too, seem to, like you kind of we mentioned throughout this pregame, they are a fast-paced team. You're going to expect a lot of 5-out. A lot of these, both of these offenses are going to be moving around a lot. So when you see offenses moving around a lot, you're bound to get some blatant, accidental fouls, whether frustration or you just can't stick in front of the ball handler. So fouls could be important tonight. Fouls could decide. You get just a couple of shots at the free throw line. If this is a 4-point game at the end, might be biting our not toenails, fingernails. How about that?
I will not be biting my toenails.
No toenails tonight.
It's the Gaylord Ice Center pregame show. I'm Pat O'Connor with Brendan Morris, Charles Strail, the producer tonight. 3.5 minutes till tip-off. We're going to step aside, take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have national anthem, starting lineups, and opening tip between the Snowbirds and Bulldogs on Next Level Broadcasting.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Welcome back into the Gaylord Eye Care Center pregame show. Pat O'Connor joined tonight by Brendan Morris, Charles Strail on the control. Daniel Powers on our camera tonight. 1 minute away from tip-off here at the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium. Snowbirds taking on the Inland Lakes Bulldogs. Their lone loss in the conference came to Onaway just 2 short weeks ago, and the Snowbirds still undefeated in the Ski Valley Conference. Brennan, you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready. Patrick, I've seen a couple of these games, and we kind of talked about in the pregame, Monday's game was really exciting, but that was an out-of-conference matchup. Ellsworth is just a team we know they'll see later on in the district games. But this is a Ski Valley Conference game. This is a conference title on the line. Whatever team wins this would probably have the best shot at taking that title conference, as we're about at the midway point, just over midway point in this regular season.
All right, we're going to hop off and hand things over to the public address announcer as we have an opening prayer and the national anthem.
Please welcome our friends and visitors, the Inland Lakes Bulldogs. And welcome the home team, your St. Mary's Snowbirds. We hope you enjoy watching the game tonight and celebrate the players for both these awesome teams. Please show good sportsmanship toward the players, coaches, and officials. We remind you that in Michigan, high school sports make character competition, and good sports are winners. We begin tonight in thanks and prayer with our student athletes. Please rise as Miss Lydia Kirk leads us in prayer this evening. Thank you, Lydia. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as I draw your attention to the flag of the United States of America. Please remember those who have given their lives defending our flag and country. Gentlemen, please remove your hats, and veterans, please give the appropriate salute and join us in honoring God and country in singing our national anthem, led tonight by Miss Lydia Kirk and Annalise Udell.
right, nice job, Lydia Kirk and Annalise Udell. All we have left is starting lineups. Then we have basketball. Brennan Morris, a couple quick keys to the game. If you're the Snowbird head coach, Dale Jacobs, what's your final note to this team?
I think Dale Jacobs just wants his players to be smart, act like they've been here before because, well, they've been here all season long. But I heard Dale Jacobs kind of talk about this Inland Lakes team being very high IQ. So in some of their past games, Snowbirds were able to kind of just make some mistakes and get away with it.
Charles Strail, you coach alongside Dale Jacob. What's he telling this team?
Yeah, so right now, Dale, I mean, one of the things that he preaches in big games is to let the emotion kind of subside after the first 3 to 4 minutes, and then after that, it's all about execution. So the execution is going to be making sure that you're good out of timeouts, baseline out of bounds, half-court sets, staying attentive to your defensive game plan, your defensive cues, and making sure that you're not helping off the wrong person, you're not leaving the ball, and then you've got good pick-and-roll coverages to how you want to guard those pick-and-rolls. So that's something that he's going through. He's going through the 5 things that will get you beat. That's not getting back in defensive transition, poor shot selection, missed free throws, fouls, and lastly, so you have not getting back in transition defense, fouls, poor shot selection, not covering or not seeing your ball in man, and then lastly is making free throws. So you gotta hit those things because they will get you beat.
Starting lineup for the Inland Lakes Bulldogs: number 1, Connor Wallace, a junior point guard; number 4, Caden Hansel, a senior; number 10, Sam Mayer, senior forward; number 12, Peyton Toothorn; and number 15, Sam Shoemaker. Brendan Morris, you got the starters for the home team.
Yeah, as you hear the crowd getting lit out there.
Am I like, oh my goodness. Can I do it till this?
Number 11, Daniel Jacobson, the stud sophomore. Number 14, number 24, Brody Jeffers, the senior, and the junior, Dylan Croft, number 25. That's the starting lineup for Snowbirds.
Shout out to the Snowbird student section over there. Is it what?
I think it's dad
named?
They all look like dads.
So it's McKinley and Schultz who were running our student section camera tonight. Shout out to them for bringing that to you, wherever you're watching from. Thanks for hanging out with Next Level Broadcasting tonight, and we apologize for the delay, but we got a jam-packed Cominci getting ready for a big, big game tonight.
We're ready for tip. Sam Shoemaker, then birthday boy Brody Jeffers in the circle, and Brody Jeffers just concedes the opening tip, and the Bulldogs will have it. Peyton Toothorn, the junior point guard for the Bulldogs. Already you can tell, Brennan, these teams both have some speed. Good defense here by Jacobson. And Hansel collects top of the key, guarded by Blues. Bounce pass left corner through Toothorn. Drives up with the right hand. A little bit too strong. Rebound Jeffers. And he'll push the transition. Cross half court. Caden Hansel goes man-to-man on Brody Jeffers. Double screen, top of the key. Jeffers gets to the left elbow. Nice spin up the left foul, then he'll shoot 2. Foul's going to go against Sam Shoemaker, his first team first.
Got to like the high ball screen execution there. First time down the court. Head coach Dale Jacob wanted to bring that screen up by Dylan Croft. Brody was able to maneuver that, able to snake once his defender tried to get back on his back. Got a good one-on-one matchup and gets to the free throw line.
And early on, I think Jeffers just kind of wants to test things. He wants to get inside and test their vulnerability. Already good early on. First one falls, 2 for Jeffers.
I like that, too, that the first shot for the Snowbirds was right in the paint. Looking at a layup, draw the foul, not taking an opening 3. And Donovan Blues here with an offensive rebound, so they'll get a free possession here. And Jeffers will reset. Again, Inland Lakes opens up in that man-to-man defense. This is just good old-time basketball. Man-to-man defense, a double screen, top of the key. Brody this time goes to the right. Hands to Jacobson. Finds Croft left side, and Bevel gets his first touch of the night. Little probing drive, hands to Brody Jeffers. He'll drive, kick to Croft, one dribble. Blues, now Jacobson, top of the key. Good defense here for the Bulldogs. Not a lot of room, and that's going to be an offensive foul. That old hook, Brennan.
Yeah, solid, like you said, good defense, but I do still like how St. Mary's, they're being smart with their passing for the most part. I mean, they're looking around, they're making good passes, so just got to find that crease and take advantage of it.
1-0 Snowbirds, 65 seconds gone here. First quarter, big Ski Valley implications tonight between the Bulldogs and the Snowbirds here on St. Mary's home floor. Packed house here in the Kaminsky. Not a ton of open seats left. Jeffers and Blue switch at the top of the key.
Oh, and just a miscommunication there.
Shoemaker thought Hansel was going to zig, and he zagged. Ball goes out of bounds. Turnover, Bulldogs. Brody Jeffers will inbound right below the camera here on the stage side of the Kaminsky. And now the Bulldogs go to a zone defense, little 1-3-1. Snowbirds looked like they knew this was coming. Jeffers corner three, too strong. Rebound Hansel. He jogs across the timeline, guarded by Blues. Hansel looks to drive, now kicks to the right corner. That's Sam Mayer. Little bounce pass inside, it's free, and Blues comes up with it. Good recognition by Donovan there to pick it up, hands to Gavin Bevel, and he'll push offense going the other way. 2 minutes gone, first quarter. He's got a little crease, goes right side, fouled, and one! Gavin Bevel, nice touch, and he gets the finish.
Yeah, Bevel fearless at the driving in there, and look, they just took advantage of a turnover. That might be another slight storyline, take advantage of these turnovers, who's going to convert, and Gavin Bevel does just that, putting his first points on the board.
How big is Coach Jacob on deflections in that defensive area, Charles? Sorry about that.
He actually tracks them. So the St. Mary's Snowbirds track their deflections, track their contested or tipped passes. So they don't want to necessarily deny the ball handler, but they want to try to deny that pass from the ball handler.
3-point play, free throw no good for Bevel. Snowbirds 1 of 3 from the foul line to start. They have a 3-0 lead. Little over 2 minutes gone here, first quarter. Caden Hansel starts the offense, gets it over to Connor Wallace, guarded by the sophomore Jacobson. Back it goes to Hansel, fake pass. Good defense there for the Snowbirds. Dylan Croft denied a pass there. Brody Jeffers guards to Thorne, and we're going to get a foul on the floor, and they get Brody for his first.
Yeah, just tough to move those feet with a guard that quick. Both these teams got really quick guards, so that's just, it's already kind of mesmerizing to see how quick they're moving their feet.
Out of bounds under for the Bulldogs. Thorne gets it into Hansel. Little step back. Looked like he was going to pop it. Instead, he kicks it to the corner. Drive and an offensive foul.
Yeah.
Good job by Gavin Bevel standing his ground. It was a late call, but he got it.
It's two team fouls now on Inland Lakes. Sam Mayer's first personal he just picked up there.
Gavin directs traffic. Again, it's this 1-3-1. You can't get trapped into a corner, and it's going to be over and back. Hit the official. Can't allow yourself to get into that area where you have the half court and the sideline, and you can get trapped by two players.
Any corners on this rectangle we call a basketball court. You don't want to be stuck in those.
Inland Lakes yet to score here, and we're going to get a foul away from the ball on Inland Lakes. I didn't see it. Did you happen to see what he called on there?
I didn't see the foul, but it looks like he called it on number 4. That was Caden Hanzo. I think he might have just been grabbing a defender a little bit too much. Or sorry, he was pushing a defender a little bit too much. Him and Dylan Croft might have been going in it.
So another turnover for the Bulldogs. They're third already. 3 minutes gone here, first quarter.
Oh, what a heads-up play.
That's Hansel. Caden, right hand, left side, gets it to go. Good job by Blues there, staying disciplined, not picking up a foul. And the Bulldogs are on the board. Jacobson to Bloost. Back to Jacobson, right side. Still has his dribble. Bounce pass to Jeffers, not a good one. Turned over. Sam Mayer's got it. And no call. I like that no call there. Rebound put back by Sam Mayer. Not a ton of contact. Bloost went down, but it probably wasn't a foul, so I like the no call.
Yeah, I think early on you got to be careful with calling too many fouls. Both these teams are going to be physical and fast. You're going to see a lot to happen, so.
Gavin Bevel gets to the rack, gets fouled. He'll shoot 2. Gavin's already shown some emotion, Charles. He's not what I would call an emotional player by nature, but on both of his drives to the hoop tonight, he's been pretty excited to pick up that foul.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that I think Dale addressed with him about getting to the free throw line early. A couple of times earlier this season, he started out some games very early in the first quarter, kind of trying to bomb away from 3. And I don't think the coaching staff liked him doing that right off the start in the first quarter. But now that he's come out, got to the free throw line, I think anytime you get a shooter like this and their ability to go to the rim, it's always a good thing.
I think Brody Jeffers had some blood, so we had to come out. Rylan Metelski in for him. Brody will get a break. Gavin 0 for 2 from the foul line to start. He'll try to make his third attempt, and he does. Tie game, 4-4, 4:24 to go first quarter.
And early on, this matchup there, as Hansel makes it, I think Caden Hansel is going to be one of the key players you're going to have to stop if you're St. Mary's.
There's a reason why Blues is on him. Coach Jacob thinks he's one of the better defenders. Gavin Bebel, 3, got it. That's pure, and he had something to say, too, to Connor Wallace running away, and Snowbirds regain the lead by 1. Under the halfway point, Rylan Metelski, there's a deflection, Charles.
Yep.
And it's going to be a foul. I think this one's going to go against Bluest. Yeah, a little bit too much of a push there on Peyton Toothorn, who was setting a screen on Bluest.
So that's his second personal.
That last offensive possession, Charles, for In the Lakes, it was a straight line drive. We know Coach Jacob isn't a big fan of those. Left side, left-handed layup,
right.
Too easy.
So get a ball screen. Crofts is going to play drop defense, and he picks up the foul.
They're going to say it was on the floor.
Yeah, you just don't have your feet set in that situation. If you're Croft, it's tough because he kind of makes that little almost Euro step, but
early on, looks like this offense for the Bulldogs is going to run through Caden Hansel. And there he is, up at the right. This time, no good.
Still defense, just playing very well, though.
Blues got a hand on that shot. Rebound this time by Bebel, and the Snowbirds push tempo the other way. Gavin, 1-on-2, up at the right, gets it to go.
Wow.
The kid can finish. He's feeling it tonight. 9-6 Snowbirds. Corner 3, DePaul, got it. What an answer for the freshman for Inland Lakes, and we're all knotted up.
Big time bucket for a freshman, man.
Coming off the bench, cold, no problem. We'll rattle it home. Snowbirds look to probe this 1-3-1 defense. And then Lakes has some length on the perimeter. Going to be tough. Jeffers up at the right. That's got to be a shooting foul. It will be, and Jeffers will shoot too.
Yeah, Jeffers, even if you try and play zone to keep him out of the paint, you're not really keeping him out of the paint for very long.
No.
So that foul was on Cash DePaul, I believe, his first personal.
I only choose to come to the close games, Charles.
Yeah, that's something that you do, isn't it?
If I can only come to a select few, I got to pick the ones I think are going to be tight. Brody hits his foul shot. Snowbirds got a 1-point lead. 2:58 to play first quarter.
So 10-9 lead right now for St. Mary's. Got to cash in on these free throws. Slight advantage of foul does go to St. Mary's, and like that's just one more than them. Jeffers was able to make both of his free throws too.
Good help defense there. Brody Jeffers coming off his man to stop the drive. Not a lot of room in that paint that time. Good job, Blues on Hansel. And Jeffers gets a steal. 2-on-1 the other way. Jeffers has Bebel, gets it to him up at the right, gets it.
What a look.
Good patience on the left side for Jeffers. Dumps it to Gavin Bebel at the right time. And the Snowbirds are up 13-9, their largest lead so far here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I just kind of like the way that the Snowbirds were able to get out in transition there. They got the hands on the steal. They were able to kind of exert their will a little bit on that Bulldog defense there. Jeffers got his deflection. Bebel got the 2-point bucket. So I like the way that the Snowbirds have been able to assert their defensive will. I also really, really like how the Snowbirds have been making a concerted effort to get to the rim.
Yeah, we've seen the 1-3, and it was Bebel open in rhythm, and he hits it.
And that's what's really impressive about the St. Mary's team is they change from every game in, game out. One game they've got to shoot 13 threes to win a game. The other time they've got to grind it out, score 30 points in a low defensive battle. This team plays so many different ways, and this team can win so many different ways.
Oh, good offense there. Good pass inside. Unable to finish with it was DePaul. Brody Jeffers rebound. He finds Blues left side. Back it goes to Brody. He's going to drive. Oh, tried to swing it around to Dylan Croft, and Dylan Croft battles for it and picks it up. Jeffers over to Bevel. Gets his man up in the air. Brody, he's fouled. Tough spot there for Connor Wallace. He was kind of running. Brody Jeffers just turned in front of him, and he's going to pick up the foul. And already Snowbirds are in the bonus, so Brody Jeffers will go shoot a 1-and-1.
Yeah, that's going to be beneficial early on. Just 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter, and you're already going to the line for bonus free throws. Gotta love that. But if you're in the Lakes, you're probably not too happy if you're their head coach right now. So Coach Lee Nash, probably on the sidelines. He's already pacing. When you see a coach pacing, you know they're not happy. Or they're trying to get their steps in. I guess that depends.
Trying to close that circle, right? Front end of the 1-and-1, good for Brody. 4 for 4 from the line for Brody?
Yeah, he's all of his points tonight so far are at the line.
I think the Snowbirds are 4 for 5 from the line, only the 1 miss coming from Bevel.
Jeffers hits both. 6-point lead, St. Mary's. And the Lakes gets it down quickly with a pass. DePaul goes up and hits it.
Wow, what a clean look.
Gavin Bevel has it. Nice bounce pass into Blues. Cutting up with the right, left side. Too strong. Rebound Dylan Croft. Another gritty offensive rebound. Fouled and one. Dylan Croft. Tough play. Gets the offensive board, puts it up and in with the foul.
The junior working hard for that extra bucket. Sometimes you don't see the box out be used a lot. Sometimes high schoolers, they don't box out very well. He boxed out, got the ball in his possession, and, man, way to get that and one. Let's try and make this a three-point play.
Let me tell you what made that play. Gavin Bevel found Donovan Blues cutting on the baseline. Blues made a strong move, drew 2 defenders. Croft was able to get that offensive board, and big-time foul trouble setting in here early on in this first quarter for the Bulldogs. This is going to be a big test of their depth because already with 8 team fouls to my unofficial tally with just 1 minute 39 seconds to go in the first quarter.
And who got that last foul?
I didn't see who got that.
Might have been inside one of their post players. But, yeah, early on, if Coach Nash for Inland Lakes, not sure how they're going to tighten things up, but they got to do it.
3 on the way and good.
Or you just
Hansel.
respond. You just respond with a 3.
And the Snowbirds throw it away. Basketball is such a funny game. It's such a funny game. You go up 6, have a chance to make it 7, miss a free throw. Hansel comes down triple, and then the Snowbirds turn it right over.
Yeah.
Just like that.
And that's the thing with, like, momentum. They always talk about, oh, what team has momentum? That almost doesn't matter in a sense. And, like, you might hear sometimes on a broadcast, like, oh, this team's got the momentum, but it changes just like that.
It can flip so quick. Hansel's got it, guarded by Metelski, fresh off the bench. And offensive foul on Inland Lakes. They got Cash DePaul away from the ball.
That's his second personal now, so you got a couple Bulldogs with multiple fouls early on.
Away from the ball, offensive foul, so no shooting for the free throws, but the next one they'll be in the double bonus, and we still have 9 minutes to play in the first half. Jeffers, and that's going to travel.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you got to applaud the move, though. Got to applaud the move, and I think Jeffers is kind of right in his motion. It looked like it almost got tipped, but oh well.
Long pass, wide open 3. Fenstermaker, can't leave him open. We're tied.
Defense lackadaisical on that one.
He came off the bench, and the Snowbirds weren't ready to defend him. Bevel drives, easy right, gets it to go.
Oh, man.
I shouldn't say easy. Gavin just makes it look easy.
I was like, he makes it look easy. I wouldn't do that in 100 tries.
Open 3, Fenstermaker. Can he do it again? Oh, just rattled out. Jeffers rebound.
Let's see if they play for last shot here, gentlemen.
It doesn't feel like a last shot type game, at least so far with this tempo. But now with 18, maybe they will. Don't hear anything from the bench. Gavin drives, kicks Jeffers. He had an open look. He drives. He goes up with the right. Got it!
Wow.
You can tell, Charles, that driving the basketball is the emphasis tonight for the Snowbird team.
3 seconds and counting. See if they get a shot off.
It is up, and it is no good. Offensive rebound won't matter. at the end of the quarter. After one quarter of play, an exciting quarter at that. Snowbirds 21, Bulldogs 17. We'll step aside. Second quarter action live next on Next Level Broadcasting.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
All right, we're back. Second quarter action here. Next Level Broadcasting. I'm Pat O'Connor with Brendan Morris, Charles Strail on the call tonight. Snowbirds with a 4-point lead after the first quarter. Starting five back on the floor for the home team. Daniel Jacobson drives, kicks. Croft in a good position. It's going to be an offensive foul. Don't love it. Maybe he lowered his shoulder.
Yeah, I think he might have gotten a little extra shoulder. That referee kind of had the right side, whereas we kind of behind him. I think he just slightly had a better angle. Real quick, rebounds in that first quarter. St. Mary's just about 8 rebounds, where Inland Lakes only about 4 offensively. So St. Mary's getting a lot more second chance opportunities.
Nice cut here under the rim, up with the left and good. We haven't called Shoemaker's name too much on offense, but he's tall and lengthy, and he had a nice finish there under the rim. Jeffers drives, finds a crease. Little sideways pass to Jacobson, spins back to Jeffers, who replaced him in the right corner. Jeffers up with the left. Wow, how did he get that one to go?
That's a doozy. I might have to look at the minute mark here in the broadcast and go look back at that. 38. All right, I'm going back and checking that one out later on.
The birthday boy is feeling it. Happy birthday, Brody. 18 today. Snowbirds 4-point lead. Jacobson got in the air, and he was in trouble as soon as he left the ground. Connor Wallace has it. Back it goes to Thorne. He hands to Fenstermaker. Triple Wallace. No, short, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Dylan Croft.
So that's third person now for Croft.
Yeah, they're just going to get him with a little bit too aggressive of a check out on the defensive rebound attempt. But that's, I believe, only the 4th team foul for the Snowbirds. So Rylan Metowski will check back in for Croft.
Yeah, it looks like fifth team foul for the Snowbirds now.
Up and in again for Sam Shoemaker. He's got the last 4 for Inland Lakes.
Shoemaker, one of those players for for the Bulldogs that can drive in, and
he can get a rebound as well. But Bevel able to steal it right back. 1-on-2. Gavin Little Euro step.
Wow!
The body control from Gavin Bevel tonight is otherworldly. It's a 4-point lead.
I mean, Bevel too. I mean, he cocked his neck back and bent his back. I mean, he was contorting in air making that shot.
Good help there by Donovan Blue. Steps up, no foul. Good box out there by Brody Jeffers. Jacobson will get credit for the board, but that was all the work of Brody Jeffers. Long pass up court. Bevel corrals it to Blues. Nice bounce pass. Rylan Metowski up with the right and gets it. What a feed by Donovan Blues, and Metowski finishes off the glass. 6-point lead, St. Mary's.
And if Croft is going to be on the bench for a decent part of this game with foul trouble, I think we know who might be able to step up. Metowski, we talked about that in pregame. He might be a guy to step up today.
Long 2, no good. Rebound Jeffers. Little tempo going the other way. Brody, left side. He's going to keep it up with the left and in. They can't miss in a timeout for the Inland Lakes head coach Lee Nash, and the Snowbirds have their largest lead of the quarter, and this place is hopping, Charles.
It certainly is, Patrick. Snowbirds up 8 points with a 6-0 run coming out of that mini run Inland Lakes had. But we want to thank some of our sponsors tonight. We want to thank our friends at the Gaylord Eye Care Center. Listen, they've got 4 locations in Gaylord, Sheboygan, Bel Air, and in Boyne City. There's no reason why you shouldn't stop into the Gaylord Eye Care Center and see our friendly and experienced staff there and get your eyes checked. And if you know anyone who's affiliated with the game of high school basketball, if they keep the book, if they run the clock, if they're an official, send them into the Gaylord Eye Care Center for a free consultation. It's our part, Next Level Broadcasting's part, and the Gaylord Eye Care Center's part to give back to high school basketball. So Snowbirds on a 6-0 run, up 29-21. Got to like the way that they're playing right now.
Man, that feed from Donovan Blues to Rylan Metelsky for the finish, that was huge. Just a great look, unselfish play. Here's a drive up and no good, but an offensive rebound and a putback. Jeez, oh, Pete. Shoemaker just chucked it at the backboard, and he gets it to fall. Shoemaker, the last 6 for the Bulldogs. Jacobson triple, too strong.
And early on so far, St. Mary's, they've led rebounding, but just in this past 2 minutes, Inland Lakes double the amount of rebounds at St. Mary's.
It's been Shoemaker cleaning the glass. They're going to get a double dribble. Another turnover for the Bulldogs, St. Mary basketball.
So St. Mary and each team right now, quite a few turnovers, but the offensive efficiency has been through the roof.
Jeffers drives up with the right, gets it to go. Who's going to stop one of these kids?
Wow. Don't break anything, but yeah, exciting.
I think that was just our ears, not the mics, so we should be good. Triple
That's
here, no good. Rebound Blues. Good work down low by Rylan Metelsky, Brody Jeffers. They got the steal, and Blues went and got the free ball.
Bevel almost got it picked there. He's going to have to take a timeout.
And it's going to go out of bounds off of Inland Lake. Snowbird basketball.
Man, this energy so far, you're hearing the crowd, both sides, just really into this game. You can kind of already just feel what this means for conference play right now.
Back to a man-to-man defense goes Inland Lakes. They got to figure out a way to stop this driving attack for the Snowbirds. Jeffers probes patiently. Now he kicks to Blues, goes in with a head of steam up at the right. That's going to be a charging foul.
Oh, man, what a great take by Donovan Blues, man. That's exactly what you want to do in that situation. If they're going to play off of you, attack the defense. Even though he picks up the charge, you gotta have that aggressiveness if you're Donovan Blues.
He was fired up. He thought he had it. I don't know. Could have went either way. Could have been another no call. DePaul gets it inside to Sam Mayer, works on Metelsky.
Metelsky, hey, way to stick the feet right there.
Getting his own rebound in the putback, Connor Wallace, and it's a 6-point game. Gavin Bevel with a head of steam. Back to Blues. He's going back to the rim. Fouled, and it's going to be on the – is it going to be 2 shots?
It's going to be 2 shots, yeah.
It looked like well, either way, because they're in the double bonus, so it'll be 2 shots.
So, I mean, but that play right there from Blues was triggered by the earlier play. Oftentimes, if a player gets a charge, they're a little bit hesitant, and they don't want to go right back in there. He did it, and he's going to the free throw line for his reward.
First free throw's good for Donovan. 7-point lead, St. Mary's. Cash DePauw's going to take a break for the Bulldogs. Donovan, couple dribbles, spins the ball. Shot up, no good, off the front of the rim. Rebound Shoemaker, and he throws it away.
Yeesh. Look, there's still plenty of time in this ball game, and I think both these teams this is going to come down to the end for sure. But early on like that, you see those, just head scratchers. Can't really let those ones get away from you.
Bounce past Jeffers, under the rim, up with it, no good. Gets his own rebound, put back high off the glass, no good. Rebound to Thorne, and he finds Hansel going the other way. Blues picks up Hansel. Nice backdoor cut, up and in. Wow. Shoemaker, he's got 8 this quarter, and a great cut, and he gets rewarded with 2. Good movement across the zone for the Snowbirds. Open shot, 3, Jeffers, short. Gets his own rebound. Nope, Blues came up with it, knocked it out of his hands. and Shoemaker's going the other way. And it is blocked.
Oh! Wow. Imagine that, though.
How about Bevel on Shoemaker?
Oh,
there's probably 8-inch difference in height there. And
no kidding. It almost looked like, I mean, if he didn't go for it almost looked like he could have grabbed it out of his hand. That's impressive. I really can't blame that defensive effort. I know it's a foul, sends him to the line, but it looked like he was going for a dunk. So it's going to be a big shot for Inland Lakes. Would he just kind of shut that down, and he misses from the free throw line, so it's almost beneficial.
Ball don't lie.
Sam Shoemaker lefty. I had not known because he's been chucking it off the backboard and in with both hands. 5-point Snowbird lead, just under 3 to go first half. Shoemaker again.
Wow.
Gets his own rebound, though. Put back, again, no good. Another put back. Need a rebound, can't get one. Finally the finish. It was Hansel, and now Snowbirds throw it away, but they get it right back. And Jeffers will drive, and that's going to be Inland Lakes ball. No foul. Good no call.
Snowbirds starting to unravel a little bit. You can kind of sense that they are starting to press a little bit offensively. They're moving the ball well against this zone defense, but the offensive rebounding for Inland Lakes has just been tremendous, and especially with Dylan Croft on the bench with those 3 fouls.
Jeffers picked that one like he was a free safety. He's going the other way. Little Euro step. Gets it to Bevel and Blues. Oh, we got an offensive foul.
Yikes. Another charge called down in the paint. That one on Jeffers.
It's rough down in the trenches tonight, gentlemen.
It is. This is a heavy game I've seen inside, and actually we do have a player down. Looks like number 10 for Inland Lakes dealing with either with some blood or.
Yeah, he took a shot as Jeffers was making that drive into the basket, and it was not for the faint of heart to be able to step in there and take that charge. So as they attend to him, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to as they help him up. Yeah, we're going to step aside for a quick break and be back after this.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
All right, we're back. 2:28 to go here. First half, Snowbirds 3-point lead. Brendan, I think in these last few offensive drives for the Snowbirds, maybe a little bit out of control as they go to the rim. I like that they're driving. I like that they're being aggressive, but maybe you just got to slow things down just a little bit.
Right, and there's no reason, there's nothing wrong with playing fast. How fast they play is always to their benefit. But when you have a team like Inland Lakes who plays almost just as fast as you and actually has a slight size advantage, sometimes you do got to slow it down because then you're going to get sloppy and you're going to have some of those plays inside where you're driving in, you think you're making the smart move by trying to draw a foul and stuff, but then you're going to possibly get a foul called on you. So you got to play it smart, not to be so bloodthirsty to drive in all the time. Realize that you can take your time and spread it out.
All right, delay over. Inland Lakes has it. Caden Hansel, we haven't called his name on offense since early in the first quarter. It's been a lot of that kid right there, Shoemaker, guarded by Metelski. And we got to travel. Got to put the ball down before you take that second step. And the sophomore Fenstermaker gets called for it. Snowbirds try to extend this 3-point lead. Bulldogs going back into this 1-3-1 zone. Jeffers to Jacobson, triple.
One of his first shots of the night. Jacobson been very quiet tonight.
Yeah, 0 for 2 from beyond the arc for the sophomore.
But he's the one that can break that zone open.
That's right. Good back cut, Shoemaker up and in.
Wow. We've seen that a few times on display. They're their vision. Wow, just another great backdoor cut and score for the Bulldogs.
It's that eye discipline, Charles, that you talked pregame. You have to have it when you're in this man-to-man defense, and Ryland lost it. Jeffers 3, too strong, no good. Metelsky goes to the corner. Nice job knocking it off the hands of Shoemaker.
Wow.
Shoemaker saves it. Back to Jeffers, and it's going to be a...
I think that, I don't know if you consider that a defensive rebound since Jeffers came down with it, but that was tipped about 5 different times and almost out of bounds, and a pretty nice save there, too.
It's going to be 2 shots for Brody Jeffers.
Didn't see who the foul was on, but either way, Jeffers able to go back at the line. He's the leader at the line so far.
Too strong there.
So we're on a little bit. Is this a 6-0 run right now for the Bulldogs?
I believe so, yeah. St. Mary's is yet to, yep, it is. St. Mary's just hasn't been able to respond. A little bit of frustration now as we get ready for halftime. Not exactly how I want to go to halftime either with this kind of feeling.
Jeffers misses both, and it's been Sam Shoemaker's second quarter. The junior's been all over the glass, and he's got 10 this quarter. Hansel hands to Fenstermaker. Right side to Wallace. Wallace guarded by Jacobson, fakes the shot, back over to Hansel, guarded by Blues. Hansel long 3, no good, rebound. Nice tip by Metelsky to Jacobson, who hands to Jeffers. And Jeffers nearly had it stripped away. Finds Jacobson right side. Little floater pass over to Gavin Bevel. Traveled, he got away with one there. Now he goes up at the right. Jeez, how did he even get it off? Rylan Metelsky, good putback.
What a play. I mean, the body control. The body control by Bevel to keep it all the way there, and Metelsky just kind of responded with a quick rebound putback. We just mentioned the past couple of possessions, St. Mary's kind of sluggish. Well, hey, just like that, momentum switches like we've already talked about.
Three-point lead, Snowbirds, 45 seconds to play in the first half. It's been an exciting one. Jeffers will drive, had a crease up at the left, right side, and one. Count it again. Wow, left hand, right side. Did I play basketball like 50 years ago? I always was taught on the right side you finish with your right hand. Charles,
yeah.
Am I missing something?
No, you're right. Yeah, that's typically how you do things, but I feel like today you always see the reverses and the crazy looks and the contorted shots, and I think it's more about making the shot than how it looks. As crazy as that sounds when you think of fundamental basketball, I feel like today we almost care more about the shot going in than how it's shot. Whereas there was a point in time where they probably wouldn't let you shoot the ball if you didn't shoot it in perfect jump range form. We got a little happy birthday chant going on.
I don't know what they're discussing. If it was a...
Yeah, they're discussing if it was on the floor.
Yep.
Yep. So it was one more shot because, yeah, the basket counts. So it's an and-one opportunity.
Chance for Brody to make it a 6-point game. And he will. And Hogan McKinley's going to come in for Brody Jeffers. They don't want him to pick up another foul in this last defensive possession of the first half. So who's Hogan going to guard? He's going to match up against Connor Knight, senior shooting guard off the bench for the Bulldogs. Caden Hansel has it, 35 seconds.
This would be a big-time stop for the Snowbirds. If they can do this, they'd end the quarter on a 5-0 run.
Bevel hands off to Hansel, and it's going to be a reach-in, 2 shots. And they got, I believe, Rylan Metelsky for a reach-in on the shot. So Caden Hansel will shoot 2 with 21 seconds to play.
Yeah, it's Metelsky's first personal, and this will be nice for Inland Lakes. Get a couple points for what will most likely be one more possession by St. Mary's or whoever gets this rebound.
First free throw's good. It's a 5-point game. Snowbirds led by as many as 9. Inland Lakes had it down to 3. Hansel's got a chance to make it a 4-point game.
Want to remind everyone that the St. Mary girls varsity head coach Pat Schultz is going to be joining us during halftime.
Hansel makes both. Snowbirds a hold for the last shot. Bevel crosses half court with 15.
like a ball screen play here, Patrick, between Metowski or Blust.
Just don't get an offensive foul if you're Ryland here. Gavin drives, kicks, Jacobson triple, right side, too strong. Offensive rebound, McKinley with 3. He puts it up with the left, no good. Rebound in the Lakes, and that's going to be the end of the first half. And Coach Jacob is upset because he wanted a foul on Hogan McKinley. There was some contact when he went up, but they weren't going to call it. All right, 2 quarters of ball done here. It's been an exciting one. Don't go anywhere. Coach Pat Schultz, the Snowbird girls varsity coach, is going to join us for the halftime show. And then we're going to have a loaded second half here from the Kaminsky. Snowbirds 37, Bulldogs 33. It's high school basketball on Next Level Broadcast.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
I'm Ryan Beningo, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installation, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike many service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding the gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters. I'm Ryan Beningo, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installation, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike many service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding the gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Hello, welcome back to Next Level Broadcasting. Time for your halftime report. Patrick will be joining us shortly, but I'm pleased to announce that we've got a halftime interview we'd like to get to. We'd like to talk to the head coach for Gaylord St. Mary's girls basketball team, Coach Schultz. Coach, welcome into the halftime show. Briefly, just kind of talk to me about what you feel your season's been so far.
So far, it's been a pretty good season. Started off a little rough, but we scheduled it kind of hard in the beginning for a reason, so we could see a little better level of talent, during our regular schedule, so we don't see some really good teams in postseason and kind of be shocked by it. So we scheduled a couple really big schools in a good tournament. Did not play particularly well at all. The one went to overtime. The other one was a single-digit game up till a minute and a half left, and then free throws opened it up. But that team, Escanaba's 14-0, Class B.
Good Escanaba.
They're top 10 team right now. And New Lothrop, I think, is 8-3, something like that, and they're doing really well. So, I think we definitely could have beat both of those teams, but what we do and how we kind of play and the pace we play, it takes a couple games to get into that. And unfortunately, those 2 games are right at the beginning, and we weren't quite there yet. But it's the way it is. That's fine. It was a learning experience for all the kids. It was good.
For real, and I like what you said. You want to play tough competition right away, so later on in the season, like, you're ready. You faced it already. You got a solid group of girls. You got a starting 5 senior group. What does it feel like to have those girls with all the adversity they faced in the past, all the experience they have? How does it feel to have those starting 5 and all the other girls on your team? Just how does it feel to have that team?
Well, I mean, to have any team that, we have 7 girls, like full-time girls on varsity, 5 of them are seniors. So to have that high percentage of seniors on any team, I mean, you're happy about it. I mean, it's great. It's great this year. Next year, we're going to be filling some holes. But I mean, anyway, this year that's my daughter's group, and I've been coaching them since 3rd and 4th grade basketball. Right. So it's been nice. I got to see the progression and how they've all kind of grown up as young women and as athletes. So it's been really good. I mean, and it's a fantastic group of kids to coach. I mean, they very, very rarely do I ever get any pushback on. I mean, we go at it pretty hard, 6 days a week, and we do a lot of stuff year round. And I don't have a single travel ball athlete on the team, not like some of the boys have a couple of them on there. But these kids all, when they commit to something, they commit fully. And I mean, that's kind of the style of play we have too. And we commit to something. And those girls are 100%, and it doesn't always work out, but you can never say that it was because of a lack of effort.
Right. And real quick before we hear from Patrick, I got to ask, it looks like it's dad night. Are they all dressed up as you?
It is.
He's much better dressed than they are.
It would appear that way, yeah. It would appear that way. Something like that, yeah.
I wanted to ask Coach about your style of play. Do you know any other way besides run and gun fast, get a ton of threes up?
I don't. I mean, there's other ways to do it, but with my group and just with, I don't know, the way I like to watch women's basketball, I like it to be up and down. I like it to be fast-paced. I like a lot of threes. I mean, that's what I like to see. And if I'm going to come sit through a game, I want to see that. And I mean, I'm lucky I have a group that every single kid on it is fit to play that kind of ball. And our JV team, a lot of those girls do the same thing. I mean, that's just the style of ball I like to play. There's a lot to be said about possession basketball and walking it up and all that kind of stuff. Nothing wrong with that, but I prefer effort over execution. Obviously, you've seen us play.
A lot of threes.
Yeah.
Hey, give us your thoughts. First half in this boys game. Obviously, a big game tonight. A lot of conference implications in the Ski Valley. 2 top teams going at it. What are your thoughts here in the first half?
I thought it was a great game. You could see the energy on both sides at the beginning of the game. Was off the charts. I think St. Mary's probably did a little bit better job of controlling their emotions with the way they were executing stuff. Indian River kind of made some stupid fouls. When you have 9 fouls in the first quarter and putting a team almost in double bonus in the first quarter, that does not bode well for you. But they kind of calmed down and settled back into it. I mean, there's a bunch of good basketball players on both teams, a bunch of good athletes. I mean, it's a great game, great crowd, and one of the bigger crowds I've seen here since, oh, God.
It's been a minute.
I'll tell you what, honestly, since probably some of the cancer games we had back in the day with the girls program.
Joburg.
Yeah, absolutely, when they had a bench up here and this was full.
Yep.
I mean, that's a great crowd. It's a great high school crowd.
I was thinking the same thing. And for the boys, there's so much excitement around this boys. There's always excitement around your program, Coach. But, I mean, for this boys program the last few years, that 2020 COVID season, it looked like they were going to get that district title they've been waiting for. And then, of course, it got cut short. But, I mean, if there's a group to do it, it's these guys right here.
I would – you'd be hard-pressed to find a team in Northern Michigan, in any class that has as many good basketball players as that team does. I mean, I know there's some other great basketball players out there, but I mean, you're talking 3 really, really solid basketball players, and then a bunch of kids who understand their role, who do the right thing, who make good decisions. So absolutely, this is, you can see the momentum kind of building up for Dale's teams up here the last couple of years, and it's hopefully they can get it done tonight and get it done in postseason too.
What's coming up next? Who do you got next week, Coach?
The next 2 weeks we are 3-3. We have, I know that's going to be rough. But I think we have maybe Mansell and Bel Air, and then Friday it's a varsity with Lakeville and St. Mary's.
We'll be here for that one. That was a heck of a fun game last year when they came over here.
That's going to be a great night of basketball. Yep. That's going to be fantastic. And then the next, I think after that it's, I think we have East Jordan, maybe Forest area, and I know Central Lake or something like that. So we got 6 games in the next 2 weeks. So it's going to be a lot of ball, but I would never bet against my kids. I've seen it, and I know you guys probably got to run. I've seen that group of kids. I've seen them since they were like this. There are times when that is the best basketball team that I have coached. I mean legit, and I'm not speaking hyperbole. I mean, there are times when I watch that team shoot and play that they amaze me, and then there's other times that they do stuff that you're like, what the hell is that?
All right, sprints.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for the time, Coach.
Hey, appreciate
Enjoy
it,
the second half.
Right,
Good
bud.
luck.
Thank you.
And real quick, as we just kick off the first half, Patrick, want to say both teams kind of tied up in the rebounding department, both with 6+ rebounds in that first half. Leading scores, though, Gavin Bevel had 14 in the first half. Leading scores for Inland Lakes, both Caden Hansel and Sam Schoonmaker had 10 apiece.
All right, Bulldogs have it underway. Triple here, a little short. Offensive rebound, Shoemaker gets his own rebound again, and the putback is good. 2 offensive boards, and then he gets 2 points, and it's a 2-point game. So a good defensive possession there for the Snowbirds, but Shoemaker just got in there and was able to get a couple of boards and his putback. Change of defense a little bit here for the Bulldogs. Looks like a little bit more of a 2-1-2. Snowbirds will be patient here. Brody Jeffers over to Jacobson. Now they settle back into that more standard 1-3-1. They're going to put Shoemaker right in the middle of it. You know the emphasis at halftime for Coach Nash and the Bulldog was to fill that paint, not allow the Snowbird drivers to get in and get easy looks. Already a 33-second possession for St. Mary's with very little aggression. Donovan Blues is sneaking in behind the defense. He wants it, doesn't get it, still won't get it. Now Jeffers drives. Little floater is good. Nice job there by Brody not to get the charge call.
Jeffers had 11 points in that first half, so he gets the first points in the second half for the Snowbirds.
Hansel gets it to the block. Now he gets it back.
Wow.
Nice drive.
It's a good baseline look there.
Back to a 2-point game. Gavin has it. Picks up his dribble. Nice cut for Bloost. One dribble up, and it's blocked away. Shoemaker got it for the Bulldogs, and now he has it. Drive, spins up at the left. No good. Rebound, Bevel. Gavin drives up and good. Wow.
Clean look.
1-on-3, and Gavin makes it happen.
Gotta love the way the Snowbirds are being able to finish at the rim tonight, Patrick. Inland Lake's doing a lot to prevent them from getting good half-court shots. Got to make the most of those transition opportunities.
Nice job there for Caden Hansel. Blues came down to double team, tried to get a steal. Lazy pass there for Jeffers, one hand weak, and it's stolen away.
Got to stop the ball.
Croft just went to take a charge, and then Bevel went to take a charge. No one challenged it at all, and it's a tie game. Gavin splits a double team, kicks to the corner. Jacobson. Back to Bevel, corner, 3. Off the back of the rim.
Great look.
Open in rhythm in the corner in front of the bench. We like it. Stepping into a 3 here is Thorn, no good.
Push, got to push here.
Rebound Gavin. He does push tempo as he always does. 1-on-3. Jeffers back to Bevel.
What on earth? That was beautiful.
They've been doing that since they were in first grade here in the
goodness.
Kaminsky Gymnasium. A little 2-on-1 action.
It is smooth.
That just goes back to kind of what Coach Schultz was saying. There's a lot of just pure basketball players on this Snowbird team. They're going to get a foul here on the floor, first of the half for St. Mary's. But, I mean, that's just 2 basketball players just balling.
Right. I mean, they're not brothers, but that's like a brotherly, connection there. I just transition, play like that.
Oh, wide open and a missed assignment there. Shoemaker was by himself on the right block, and he's not going to miss that one.
So Dylan Croft was on the defense there. He was out of position in the sense that he had he wasn't in between the basket and his man. You got to stay in between the basket and your man if you want to have a good defensive stop.
Croft, guarded by Shoemaker, puts it on the ground. Now he almost went to the ground. Back out it goes to Jacobson, 3 seconds. Yeah, you saw that one coming. Croft was in there with the ball for 2 seconds, then he didn't get out once he got rid of it.
And earlier, actually, during the JV game, there was some complaining from the fans about 3-second calls not being called. But I heard the referees kind of mention during this pregame of, a lot of times you see the center. player in the sense, but still doing little things like that defensive play to show people, like, hey, you know, this is a multi-faceted team here.
Jeffers for Blues, left corner. Kick past Jacobson.
Oh.
Tried to go through a man, and it went out of bounds off of Peyton Toothorn. Connor Knight going to check in for Inland Lakes. Toothorn will sit down. Bevel, right back to him. Triple, no good. I like that play. Little sideline out of bounds.
Yeah, just a quick look. See if you can get the defense off guard.
Jacobson and Blues switch off their man. Oh, wow. Shoemaker strong with the left.
Man, he's been very dominant in this
Jacobson.
this contest. Whoa, what a putback by Metelsky. Oh!
And he gets a deflection going the other way. Good hustle back for Rylan Metelsky, man.
Wow, this kid, he can play, and he's one of those guys that you are going to be really excited to have for, what is he, sophomore, junior? You're going to be excited to have for him for years to come, at least next year as well. Fantastic. He's kind of that six-man player. I see this kid as a starter next year.
4-point lead, St. Mary's. 3, Inland Lakes, no good. Rebound, Jacobson.
Big possession for the Snowbirds here.
Yeah, try to get it beyond 4.
Maybe they can get a screen at the top of the zone now that.
Triple, Jacobson. Oh, it looked good from here. It's going to go out of bounds offshoot.
We've been holding our breath this whole time for those shots.
They just haven't gotten it going from 3.
He's going to make one when they need him to make one.
That's right.
He's only had 4 attempts from deep tonight.
Write that down. Jacobson, key 3 late in the game.
Book it.
Blueston Hansel works through a screen. Oh, man, they just didn't get the switch there. Not great communication between Metelsky and Blues. I think Blues was expecting Metelsky to step up. Jacobson fakes a 3, up with the right, nice. Fouled.
That's a great play by Jacobson. He's not finding the range right now from deep, so he's going to put it on the deck. Inland Lakes knows the scouting report. They saw him make 6 threes Monday night. So now he's able to put that one on the deck, get to the free throw line, and kind of calm the nerves for St. Mary right now.
And that's another personal foul on Shoemaker for Inland Lakes. Just second, maybe 3 fouls, I believe. So he's not quite in danger, but he's still got to be careful. Looks like they're going to – oh, no, they'll substitute for DePaul instead.
Snowbirds getting the matchups from the sideline. Jacobson's first was good. To make it a 4-point game, he did. Sometimes watching the ball go through the hoop, even if it's on a free throw, can get a shooter going. We'll see if he can make his next 3. 60 seconds to play, third quarter. Blues read that all the way. Or no, it was Bevel over there. And then it went off of Connor Knight and out of bounds. So Snowbirds forced a turnover. Toothorn comes back in for Inland Lakes. Connor Wallace will take a seat.
Seeing a little frustration from Inland Lakes. Their guards chatting back at each other. You never want to kind of fight with your teammate, but I think they've just got some strong words for each other, trying to keep, get refocused here late in this third quarter, under a minute to play.
Jacobson and Bevel play a 2-man game. Jeffers flashes. Always blocked. The Shoemaker was all over it, but Brody able to save his own shot, and Gavin Bevel has it. And are they going to hold for one shot with 40 seconds left?
We'll see. Top of the key.
Well, I mean, if a team's playing a zone defense like this, you can kind of force their hand a little bit to make them come out and guard you.
Almost like a little game of chess.
25 seconds.
It's actually basketball, not chess. So.
Yeah, this is why high school basketball needs a shot clock. Don't get me on my soapbox. They're going to run the play with 12 to go. We have 15. Gavin Bevel gets a screen with 13, now 12. Splits the double team, spins
Whoa!
Up the right. That's going to be a blocking foul.
Hey.
And Bevel will shoot too.
Both of these teams keep just trying to checkmate with the fouls and charges and whatnot. Both sides are frustrated.
Struggled from the free throw line tonight. Snowbirds have struggled to stretch this lead beyond 4.
See, when you get a team frustrated by having them a charge called on them, it's really, really nice to smack a shot, smack a shot down so then they have even a worse taste. So not the best thing. Let's see if Bevel can at least make misses them both. That's it.
And a carry, Snowbird basketball. Jeffers is going to check back in for McKinley as the Snowbirds will have one more chance.
There's still a whole quarter to play, and this crowd is acting like this is the last 7 seconds of the game.
That's right.
This is nuts.
Coach Jacob wants a timeout.
Yeah, probably best calm down real quick.
And with that timeout, we're going to thank our friends at J&J Construction. J&J Construction. Listen, everybody right now is, especially during the COVID pandemic, and now that that's behind us, but people have been watching a lot of these do-it-yourself HGTV shows, Chip and Johanna games, Flip or Flop, you know what all it is. But if you find yourself in a DIY conundrum, you need to trust the pros at J&J Construction, whether you're just starting a project or calling them because you did start one and now you need help. You need to trust the pros and go where the pros go. That's J&J Construction, proud sponsor of Snowbird basketball.
All right. What did Coach Metelsky draw up there in the huddle?
I would say right now with 7.5 seconds,
probably that corner three they've been looking at for Bevel a lot lately. This inbounds, I see Bevel's inbounding it up top to Bloost, and maybe
7.5 is longer than you would think, though.
That's right. Plenty of time. Jacobson flashes. He gets it. Back to Bevel. He's going to drive. Up at the left. Oh, can't get it to go. Rebound Shoemaker with one. Full half-court shot. No good. All right. Pretty quiet 7 seconds there. After 3 quarters of play, Snowbirds 51, Bulldogs 47. We're taking a 60-second break, and we're back with fourth quarter action right after this on Next Level Broadcasting.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
I'm Ryan Beningo, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installation, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike many service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Fourth quarter action here, Next Level Broadcasting. Pat O'Connor, Brendan Morris, Charles Strail bringing you the call tonight. Daniel Powers on the camera. Snowbirds possess the ball to start the fourth quarter. They get it inside to Dylan Croft. Swings it over. Jeffers to Blues, back to Brody. Kicks it over Jacobson, open three, Bevel, triple, no good. Just have not been able to get it going from beyond the arc. Offensive rebound, Croft, and he throws it away. In the legs basketball.
Yeah, they had, I think, the third quarter wasn't necessarily kind. Well, I don't know what I want to say to either one of these teams, but a lot of sloppy plays by the Snowbirds in the third quarter. Although they're still leading, there's at times Inland Lakes was really chopping away at this lead, and almost made it kind of questionable.
Snowbirds have not been able to. Nice little give and go here, and a foul. Ooh, just not able to get the finish, but Caden Hansel will shoot 2 free throws.
It's going to be a foul on Blues. That's his 4th personal.
Yeah, Hogan McKinley's going to come get him. They're going to need Donovan down the stretch. Hansel's free throw no good. Rylan Metalski trying to work out a tweak. Second free throw good for Hansel, 3-point game. Jacobson, Jeffers. Splits a couple defenders. Bevel corner, he drives. Nice dump pass to Croft.
Oh, man. I would say, you know what, there's the one thing I've seen that's really excited me about this game tonight, and it is the passing of Gavin Bevel. I mean, a lot of times when we pick players of the games, we always choose it based on scoring and just overall play, but I would say specifically just due to passing, Gavin Bevel should be player of the game already.
He's a distributor. He knew he was going to Dylan Croft before he put the ball on the floor from the corner, and Dylan makes his first free throw.
And by the way, that foul was called on number 10, Sam Mayer. That's his third personal.
Croft hits both. That's huge, and the Snowbirds do get to that 5-point lead mark. 2-possession game, 1 minute gone here, fourth quarter. Ski Valley Conference implications, 2 teams near the top of the conference. Snowbirds undefeated in the Lakes, just the 1 loss. Nice back cut and up and in. Great look. Peyton Toothorn got open, and he did not miss. Snowbird lead cut back down to 3. Brody gets it to Gavin. Inside to Croft. Croft, McKinley, Jeffers. Bevel traveled. Yeah, he didn't catch the pass cleanly from Jeffers. Rylan Metalski going to check in for Hogan McKinley. Slight limp in that left leg, but they're going to take their chances. Again, Blues decides to go back to Donovan.
Well, Patrick, at the beginning of the broadcast, I accidentally said chewing off your toenails. I've chewed off my fingernails, so I think I might have to switch to the toenails now.
I'd like to see it happen. I don't know if I could do it. I'm not that flexible. They got 3 seconds on Inland Lakes. Jeffers, Metalski, Jacobson, Bevel, and Croft on the floor for the Snowbirds.
Like to see them penetrate this zone. Nice pass.
Metalski, what did he do? Travel? Yeah.
Yeah, just he went up for the.
Jeffers, Metalski, Jacob. And then Lakes can get it within 1 or tie with a 3. Oh, up and under with the finish. Caden Hansel.
Hansel moving right past Metalski.
I'm standing up, boys. 1-point game, fourth quarter. I'm standing up. Bevel drives. Nice pass into Croft. He's fouled, and he'll have 2 free throws.
That might be the. We'll see who this is on. If this is Shoemaker or this is. Oh, it's on DePaw. I thought so. That's his 4th personal now.
Coach Nash wants a full timeout.
Yeah, full timeout. We're going to keep it right here, there, and we're going to thank our friends at Schultz Party Store. Hey, Pat Schultz was on at halftime talking about the girls' varsity basketball team, but for all those St. Mary Snowbird away game trips, stop on into Schultz Party Store and fuel up and get that special snack that's perfect for your away game. Whatever kind of, let me ask you this. Do you have like a pregame ritual food? I mean, I used to. Fritos. Okay.
I didn't get them tonight, but usually it's a bag of popcorn from the concession stand. I'll kill that during the JV game.
Okay, so right now we got 5 minutes, 41 seconds left to go. Snowbirds up 53-52. And one thing that has, in my opinion, been keeping Inland Lakes in the game so far has been their ability to hit deep shots. They've hit more three-pointers than the Snowbirds have. I believe that tally is 4-1 in favor of the Bulldogs. And in addition to that, Inland Lakes has been able to get some easy, uncontested backdoor cuts for uncontested layups. So we'll see how each of these teams play the last 5 minutes, 41 seconds left. I think it's going to come right down to the wire. I know that probably isn't going out on that big of a limb.
Right.
But I'm excited to see how this thing winds down.
Both these teams got to be really smart, both well coached, Both these teams have players that are true basketball, true team leaders. Who's got more heart and who's got more wherewithal to grind it out?
How about Dylan Croft? 3 for his last 3 from the foul line late in the fourth quarter. Well, I guess we're not late in the fourth quarter yet, but those are 3 big shots. And he hits, even after the broadcaster tried to jinx him. 3-point lead.
Hey, you know what? Broadcast jinx is all right sometimes, but.
Oh, good defense there. Metelsky with a tip.
Man.
Jacobson gets a steal.
Yeah, they communicated there telepathically and got the steal.
Excellent. Screen Croft on Bevel's guy. Gavin drives. Finds Dylan Croft. Metelsky at the foul line. Over to Jacobson.
I like that action.
Yep, me too.
They are just so quick to quickly move that ball around, not let the defense get set.
Inland Lakes has come out of that triangle defense and gone into a man set here. I'd like to get some ball screens up top, make them move.
Bevel, floater, no good. Rebound, Hansel. Hansel kicks out, corner 3 for the tie. No good.
Snowbirds got bailed out there. Snowbirds typically don't help off of a ball side corner player. Toothorn had a wide open shot there. That's something that the Snowbirds either made an adjustment on or that potentially was just an error there by Jacobson to help off of the play side corner man for Inland Lakes. Just got lucky that it was a miss there for the Snowbirds.
Here we go. Back to that 1-3-1, Charles defensively for Inland Lakes.
Got to get somebody in the middle and then a quick ball reversal.
A weak side block can open up too. If you get a penetration, look for that weak side block.
Right there. There's your bang.
Jacobson can't get it to fall. Just have been so cold for me on the arc tonight. Good pass ahead, shot up and good. Good finish. Oh, and Gavin's hurt.
Yeah, I think both of these players are hurt. They both had some tough contact.
If you get a penetration, look for that weak side block.
Right there. There's your bang.
Jacobson can't get it to fall. Just have been so cold for me on the arc tonight. Good pass ahead, shot up and good. Good finish. Oh, and Gavin's hurt.
Yeah, I think both of these players are hurt. They both had some messed up.
Yeah, I think as I just saw, you just saw the replay there. It looked like he was standing up, bracing himself against that wall pad, and Connor Wallace's weight kind of came into his knee. So he took the full body weight right there as we showed the replay. Wallace came down and hit him in the knee. Maybe tweaked it a little bit.
Yeah, you know those times when you kind of almost rotate it, twist it a little bit where it hurts a little bit, and sometimes at least it's just a walk-off. I don't think he'd be even walking off if it was a serious.
Yeah.
That's why with those knee injuries. So.
That replay there brought to you by the Gaylord Eye Care Center, helping you see it for the second time. Gaylord Eye Care Center sponsoring that as 4:15 to go.
Lost in all that was a really nice finish by Wallace, going 100 miles an hour towards the rack, and it's a 1-point game. Gavin's already back at the score table. He'll check back in. Jeffers finds Croft. Jacobson outside the arc. Little jump stop Jeffers. Now he drives. He's going to try to finish and just ran out of real estate there, and Shoemaker gets it, and they got a chance to take the lead. 1-point game. Triple. No good. Both teams just have not found their rhythm from beyond the arc.
No. St. Mary hasn't made a three since that corner one Bevel made in the first quarter.
And Coach Jacobs going to get a timeout. They need Gavin Bevel back in the game. 3:36 to go, 1-point game. That's a good timeout, Charles, because you can't let this clock continue to tick down and not have Gavin out there on the floor in this late stage.
Yeah, so with that timeout being taken, we're going to step aside and take a quick timeout as well. We'll be right back in 30 seconds after this message from Gaylord Eye Care Center.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
All right, we're back. 3:36 to play. Bebel will inbound. Brody Jeffers will go get it. We'll see what the Snowbirds have drawn up here. Jeffers back to Bebel, back to Brody Jeffers. Can't get lazy with the basketball. Metalski creeping over that weak side block, trying to open something up. Jeffers drives. There it is. Metalski up with the right. Got it to go. What a play. Way to draw it up. Rylan Metalski's dad pretty excited about that one. Snowbirds stretch the lead to 3 for the tie. No good. Rebound, Shoemaker up with it.
Man. Shoemaker, leading scorer for Inland Lakes. He's been almost a one-man wrecking crew this second half.
Ski Valley implications. Under 3 to go, 1-point game. What more could you ask for on a Friday night at Monsignor Kaminsky's Gymnasium? It's a full house. It's been a heck of a high school basketball game. It's going to be a heck of a finish. Jeffers holds it on his hip, backs up. This zone defense by Inland Lakes. Bounce pass, Metalski up with the left. Fouled.
Way to go, Metalski, strong, and even drew the foul there.
Jeffers just kind of lulled that defense to sleep, and Metalski was sitting in the corner again. And he'll shoot 2 foul shots. Ryland's first, no good.
Yeah, I think it is stand-up time here, Patrick.
Still waiting for that 3 from Jacobson. Charles said it was coming.
I was just about to say 2:36 remaining, and both these two teams just going back and forth. One of these teams needs a big momentum-type shot.
Inland Lakes hasn't led in a long time. They're looking for it here. 3-point shot, no good, too short. Rebound, Shoemaker. And it's going to be a foul on Jacobson with the reach.
Yeah, Jacobson hasn't had a whole lot of defensive flubs tonight. He's been pretty good defensively. That one, not a smart play.
Going to be an out of bounds under. Inland Lakes not yet in the bonus. Snowbirds have to communicate. Shoemaker's open. They're looking for him on the block. Croft gets there, and it's stolen away. Going to be a jump ball. It's going to stay here with Inland Lakes. 2:24 to play. Inland Lakes again will have an out of bounds under. Connor Wallace will trigger it. You know you got to find Shoemaker, number 15. He's guarded by Croft. He's going to go to the corner, and they just go out to the top of the key. Shoemaker has it, guarded by Croft. Shoemaker spins up at the left off the side of the backboard. Great defense by Dylan Croft and Brody Jeffers, and Jeffers comes down with the rebound. 2:12 to go. Brody Jeffers with a 1-point Snowbird lead left side. Gets a screen from Croft. Jacobson right side. Drives and kicks. Gavin Bebel with 2 minutes. Gavin goes up. Right hand, right side. Got it!
And that's been their bread and butter tonight. They haven't relied on the free three because they haven't really needed to. Gavin Bebel has been excellent. That knee, no problem.
Offensive foul, Snowbird basketball. Moving screen, Connor Wallace.
So those kind of possessions where you get a solid finish and then a defensive stop, those are your most favorite possessions in a game.
Coach Nash wants another full timeout. Snowbirds up by 3. And we're going to take a break. Snowbird basketball, Next Level Broadcasting. We are back with Snowbird basketball, Next Level Broadcasting. 1:48 to go in this one. It's been a heck of a contest all night long. Neither team has had a double-digit lead. The Snowbirds got it to as many as a 9-point lead in the second quarter, but Inland Lakes has just hung around all night. A lot of that has to do with Sam Shoemaker, the junior forward for the Bulldogs. He's been awesome. They're going to extend. Ooh, that could have been a travel. They extended that zone across half court. Jeffers fouled. They're going to get Caden Hansel on the reach.
The third personal from Hansel, so just a minute 35. I don't think they're worried about foul troubles. The only one who should probably be worried about fouling is Cash DePaw, sorry. Which he's not even in the ball game right now.
Jeffers front end of the 1-and-1. Got it. That's huge. You have to hit the front ends.
Yeah.
It also gives you a chance to substitute, too.
That's right.
I mean, you could do it before the shot, too, but if you want to make defensive changes, you can do it after that first shot.
Speaking of substitutions real quick, they haven't even had to make a whole lot throughout this game.
No, I mean, it's been Rylan Metelski, Hogan McKinley a little bit here and there, and I wouldn't be surprised if we still see Rylan maybe on defense in the late stages. Fouled. Caden Hansel will go to the foul line.
And
we got a technical foul.
I don't think the referee liked what Donovan Blust had to say. He got hit.
Yeah, we'll check that. We'll check
a little bit here and there, and I wouldn't be surprised if we still see Rylan maybe on defense in the late stages. Fouled. Caden Hansel will go to the foul line.
And
we got a technical foul.
I don't think the referee liked what Donovan Blust had to say. He got hit.
Right. He must have said something.
Right, but just kind of out loud, especially when those happen. Yeah, you're gonna say something. So I mean, it's kind of just in the moment.
It was that body language. I think that gesture. Yeah. He just kind of gave a little shoulder shrug, like, "Come on, you're gonna call that." So I mean, that's one of the things that you got to be conscious of, especially coming down the stretch. You don't want to put the opponent to the free throw line. So Inland Lakes will be shooting one free throw and then two free throws, or one. Was that on the floor, or was that?
It was on the floor, so I think they'll just have the foul shots for the technical.
Yes.
And then the ball.
Yep. Because team fouls right now for the Snowbirds. 5 for the Snowbirds. We're getting a message in from the truck. 5.
Hansel hits the first technical foul shot.
So this could potentially be a 5-point possession for the Bulldogs.
He hits his second. Oh, now we're going to have the technical too. So that was a shooting foul, they said.
So now we'll have – so they're calling that a shooting foul, so we'll have 2 more free throws.
So the first 2 were for the shooting foul, and now we'll have 2 for the technical, and Inland Lakes will get a ball.
You have a, 5-6 point lead, then just a technical foul to potentially bring them back within one possession. Not what you wanted to see with a minute 24 remaining.
So with that, we're going to step aside for a quick break. We'll be right back in 20 seconds on Next Level Broadcasting.
This is Charles, founder of Next Level Broadcasting. Interested in advertising on our channel? Get a hold of us. And next week, this commercial could be yours.
And welcome back in. Want to thank our sponsors tonight, the Gaylord Eye Care Center, Schultz's Party Store, J&J Construction, and Golf Gaylord. Also Professional Seamless Gutters for bringing this game to you. Patrick, Brendan, just a clarification there. We had a technical foul assessed to Donovan Blust. Inland Lakes, Hansel went to the free throw line, made both free throw shots. Now we're going to have the shooting fouls that Inland Lakes will be shooting. I don't understand why
they get the ball. These are actually the technical foul shots because they get the ball automatic after the technical foul.
Okay.
How about the clutch shots here from Caden Hansel? He's made all 3, and it's a 2-point game.
So it could be a 7-point possession if he makes all 4, which he doesn't.
Misses that one, so it's still a 2-point game. Snowbirds on defense. They got to bear down here. Sometimes the technical can turn the momentum of the game.
Yeah, hey, you know what? Be careful. Ooh.
Get the ball.
Oh.
That was over and back. Yeah. It was. Oh, a spike. That's a technical. Automatic. Automatic technical.
Yeah. So both these teams have played great at times.
For the game.
Yeah, hey, you know what? Be careful. Ooh.
Get the ball.
Oh.
That was over and back. It was. Oh, a spike. That's a technical. Automatic. Automatic technical.
Yeah. But that one's just blatant. Going, slamming the ball. It's just kind of poor sportsmanship there. I know you're frustrated, but come on. You gotta play with your head up.
Big foul shot there for Jeffers. The birthday boy getting it done. He's been great in the fourth quarter from the free throw line. 5 for 5. Short on that one, but the Snowbirds will get the ball, and guess what? It's a 3-point lead. I feel like they've had a 3-point lead the whole second half.
It's been, I don't think this second half has been larger than a 6-point margin for either side. Largest lead of the game for St. Mary was 8 midway through the second quarter. So see if the St. Mary can get a good look here, but Inland Lakes extending that defense again.
Don't get into a trap here. Jeffers gets across the timeline, bounce past Jacobson. He corrals it, goes out of bounds, off Inland Lakes. The Snowbirds will inbound it right in front of their bench. 1:15 to play. Just have to take care of the basketball here. If they're going to foul, let them foul.
Yeah, minute 15, I would say each team might have one or two more, probably 2 more possessions each.
Gavin to Metalski. Layup. No good. It was a good look, just didn't finish. Chance to tie or make it a 1-point game, Inland Lakes. Good defense there. Metalski, step back triple.
Whoa.
No good. Rebound, Schoonmaker. Battle for it. It's on the ground.
Loose ball.
Going to be a foul on the floor. They're going to get Gavin Bevel with a push. 52.2.
Thought there was a foul on you on that 3.
Oh, Brennan, you're gonna be getting the forearm shiver from me this last minute.
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning and my whole forearm's gonna be bruised.
So
it's like I played a game.
With that foul, Snowbirds are now in the 1-1 defensively. So Inland Lakes will be in the bonus for the last 52 seconds.
Front end of the 1-1 for Connor Wallace, the junior guard, too strong, and that's going to be a foul on Shoemaker.
Yep.
Jeffers went up and he got displaced in the air. So Brody will shoot.
1-1 defensively, so Inland Lakes will be in the bonus for the last 52 seconds.
Front end of the 1-1 for Connor Wallace, the junior guard, too strong, and that's going to be a foul on Shoemaker.
Yep.
In the air.
And that was the 5th on Shoemaker, so the paint will open up a little bit for the Snowbirds. They're going to say that Dylan Croft is shooting?
Yeah, but definitely being displaced was Brody Jeffers. You saw the replay there, thanks to the Gaylord Ice Center replay, and you saw it. Brody Jeffers was the one who got that forearm pushed through the air. So they're going to send Dylan Croft to the line, but both Dylan and Brody have been knocking down free throws all night long, so we've got to like your chances right now for the Snowbirds with either one of those players, but Croft unable to hit the first of 2.
He looked over to the bench. Coach Jacob just said, put it in, Dylan. Just put it in. Easier said than done. Up 3 under a minute in a packed house. Croft can't get it to go. Chance to tie for the Bulldogs. 50 seconds to play. Offense is going to run through Hansel with Shoemaker on the bench. Hansel gets to the foul line, kicks. Back it goes to Caden Hansel. Good switch there, on ball screen. Now they recover back. Nice defense there for Rylan Metalski, and it's a timeout for Inland Lakes.
Yeah, smart timeout by Coach Nash. He almost got himself into trouble.
Man, the ball screen defense there for the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds was perfect. They had a hard hedge for Brody Jeffers, and then Metalski came back up to his man once Jeffers forced him back to him, and in the meantime didn't get hit by the screener slipping to the basket.
And how about this for Metalski, too? Right up on the ball, but no contact, no foul. He's just all up in Hansel's face, and Hansel could do nothing with it, forcing Coach Nash to take a timeout.
Let's talk about what you'd be running right now if you're Coach Nash. Obviously, haven't been in these situations myself before on bench, in close games in a one-possession game. You work on these scenarios and situations a lot right now for Inland Lakes with Fenstermaker out of the game.
Shoemaker.
Shoemaker out of the game. What I would imagine Inland Lakes to do is get a ball reversal and then into a ball screen.
I was going to say.
Not involving Brody Jeffers and Rylan Metalski, because after the way that those two guys just guarded that screen, I'm not putting those two defenders in the ball screen action. No way.
I would try to run Hansel off a screen, get him the ball, and then run a ball screen with him. Because Hansel, and if you're in the Lakes here, obviously, at least in my opinion, you've been super cold from beyond the arc. You got to go get a 2, make it a 1-point game, and then you can start to play the foul game.
Well, and how many times have we seen driving and fouls called with and ones? So
yeah, that's right. Metalski will guard the ball. That's Hansel. He's inbounding for Inland Lakes. Twothorn has it. Back to Hansel. Good job, Metelski. Up in the air. Open three. Inland Lakes. No good. Too strong. Rebound Hansel. He goes up with the left. Gets it to go. 26 seconds to go. Snowbirds got to pick it up. Brody Jeffers to Gavin Bevel. Gavin gets bumped. No call. And
timeout.
Coach Jacob wants a timeout with 20 seconds to play and a 1-point lead.
I mean, you gotta like I think they're calling it a 30-second timeout for the Snowbirds. And with a 1-point lead right now, the Snowbirds are in the double bonus from the free throw line. Jeffers has been money down the stretch here, so has Dylan Croft. It's been a relatively quiet second half for Gavin Bevel. He's had some flashes and some moments slicing through that defense, but I think one of the reasons why Inland Lakes has decided to play this zone defense is to try to limit the penetration for the Snowbirds. I mean, Brendan, last game we did, Gavin Bevel was slicing through that lane like a hot knife through butter, and it's been really limiting his driving lanes tonight.
Yeah, and although, obviously last game they were just shooting threes upon threes, and they've had to work a lot extra for their rebounds, for their possessions. They've had to work extra for everything. So this is just kind of a little extra work, but they're still making it happen. And these are the games you like. It's a 62-61 ball game with your conference rival. I mean, come on, let's go.
Quick game reset. Snowbird has the possession arrow, so a tie-up. They retain possession. Inland Lakes has no timeouts. The Snowbirds have one remaining with 20 seconds to play. So if Brody Jeffers can't get something here, I got to imagine they're going to flash Gavin Bevel into the half court. And they will find Gavin, and a hard foul there.
A good, quick foul, though.
Yep.
Inland Lakes immediately extending this game with that foul.
Almost no time comes off the clock. 19.8 to play. Gavin Bevel, 2 foul shots, chance to make it a 3-point lead.
Gavin Bevel up 20 points in tonight's contest.
Who's going to make a 3? I have a feeling it's coming.
You know what? 19 seconds? Yeah, might have one more possession here by
Big shot there for Bevel.
They needed that.
How many free throws do you think Gavin has shot from their practice games over the last 12 years?
I don't know. He's probably thinking balance, toes, and elbow.
He gets them both. Huge. 19 seconds left. Inland Lakes can only tie with a 3. We'll see if they take it. Can't foul them. Hansel has it. Hands it off. Hansel in the corner. Fakes it. Step back. Triple. Got it!
Oh, wow!
Tie game, 7 seconds.
Oh, my goodness.
Jeffers with 5 and a timeout for Coach Jacob, 4.1. I just said who's going to make the 3.
What?
Caden Hansel. See if they take it. Can't foul them. Hansel has it. Hands it off. Hansel in the corner. Fakes it. Step back. Triple. Got it!
Oh, wow!
Tie game, 7 seconds.
Oh, my goodness.
Jeffers with 5 and a timeout for Coach Jacob.
Frustrated earlier, and I think he even got the technical called on him. So kind of a good move by Hansel to kind of step back up as a senior for this Bulldogs team and make that last-second shot.
You knew it was coming. You don't have a high school basketball game like this, and both teams are that cold from outside the arc. You knew that was coming.
That's, I believe, the 5th three-pointer made on the evening for the Bulldogs. St. Mary's still only with 1 three-pointer made. If you're Inland Lakes right now, a good way to mess up what the Snowbirds have drawn up right now in this huddle is to have a man defense, because they've been playing and switching defenses all game right now, and the zone defense has really given the Snowbirds troubles. If you're head coach Dale Jacob for the Snowbirds, you have to draw 2 sets right now, 1 for man, 1 for zone.
The key defensively here for Inland Lakes is to have St. Mary's catch the ball going away from the offensive rim. You can't let Gavin Bevel catch it on a cut. Quick screen going towards the rim. 4.1, Jeffers will inbound. We'll see who he finds. Bevel and Jacobson nearest to him. He finds Bevel. Back to Brody Jeffers. He drives up with the right. It is no good. We're going to overtime. They had a great look. Brody couldn't finish, and we got free basketball on a Friday night at the Kaminsky.
Hey, man, gotta love it. We're going to step aside, and we're going to be back in 30 seconds after this message. This is Next Level Broadcasting's coverage of Gaylord St. Mary basketball. Hang with us, folks. Overtime is coming up right after this.
This is Charles, founder of Next Level Broadcasting. Interested in advertising on our channel? get a hold of us. And next week, this commercial could be yours.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Put 4 minutes on the clock. We're going to play some extra basketball here. Each team gets a timeout. Snowbirds shooting 2 if they get fouled. Inland Lake still just in the single bonus.
I know there has been some overtime games earlier this season, but this is the first one I've been calling in. Look, both of these teams don't want to give up. You saw it at the end. They're both taking looks, and oh my gosh, that 3 by Hansel really, I think, put things in a different perspective for the Bulldogs. They get a second chance of life.
Jeffers wins this tip, his second of the game. This time to Gavin Bevel with Schoonmaker on the bench. It's a little bit easier in that circle. Jeffers drives, not going to give it up. A lot of contact, no call, gets his own rebound. Metelsky corrals it back to Gavin Bevel. He's going to drive up at the right, can't get it to go.
They need to make that corner kick out to Daniel Jacobson. Jacobson standing there wide open.
Speaking of a corner look, not going to take it though. Hansel unable to corral it, guarded by Metelsky. Hansel drives with the left, spin move, up with it, no good. Good defense by Ryland there. Long rebound, going to kick out, and it's picked up by Inland Lakes. That's Connor Wallace. Resets it back to Hansel. 45 seconds gone in the overtime period. Still tied.
Ooh, tough screen there.
Wallace 3, no good. Weak side rebound. No one else was there. Here's another 3. Try Connor Knight. No good. Finally rebound by Brody Jeffers. He almost had his pocket picked. Brody resets. Minute gone here. He'll settle things down as he crosses the timeline. Almost gives it away again. Finds Gavin Bevel. They get a play call from the sideline. Coach Jacob wants a set against this man-to-man defense. Brody Jeffers with 2:45. Double screen. Brody, they get the switch that they wanted. Another screen here. Brody drives. Hands it to Jacobson. Gavin Bevel up at the right. Fouled. Should be shooting 2. Either way, double bonus or the shooting foul. Gavin will have 2 free throws.
I didn't see the number they gave on him there, but here inside looks like some push going on off of Bevel. Go to the line trying to get them this lead of this 5th quarter.
Bevel can't make the free throw. He made 2 huge ones, and they ended up being really big because they gave the Snowbirds a 3-point lead. So Hansel's 3 only tied it instead of giving them the win. Gavin's got the rock again. 2:30 to go in the overtime. This foul shot is good. Offense is going to run through Hansel. He's got it guarded by Metelsky. Nice job by Jacobson getting in there, but Hansel recovers up and in. Inland Lakes goes up 1. Got to be calm here if you're the Snowbirds. No rush. Daniel Jacobson, Gavin Bevel, drives up with the right. How did he do it? How did he do it?
Wow! What on earth?
With his back to the rim, Gavin Bevel goes off the glass and in. Hansel has a drive. His shot is up. No good. Rebound Jeffers. He looks to push tempo. Bounce pass to Jacobson. Hands it to Bevel. Gavin drives. He's fouled.
That's a foul, too. Oh, yeah, on the floor. It's, who's that? Connor Knight. That's terrible defense, I would say. I don't know what. If you're Coach Nash, yeah, he's mad. He's not happy about that. You got to move your feet. I mean, it's one thing to get fouled when you're trying to move your feet, but to just throw your arm out there, that's not arm tackling in football.
First of all, I just want to say, for student athletes right now, between Bevel and Hansel putting it all on the line like this the last couple of possessions.
They're playing like they've got a contract.
I mean, get these guys an NIL.
1:54 to go. Gavin's got another free throw. I'll try not to punch the table again. Gets it. Ooh, Hansel wasn't ready for the pass, but he's able to corral it. 1:50 to play. Goes over to Wallace. It's been all Wallace and Hansel here in the overtime period.
Snowbirds finally played that dribble handoff correctly defensively.
Hansel had to pick up the dribble there as Thorne has it. Drives. That's going to be a charge. Yep. Great positioning by Gavin Bevel, and he got the contact. He was there for a while.
And I think when people see a charge call, they automatically assume it has to be, you know,
great
flop.
Point.
Right.
Great point.
No, but I mean, if you're in a legal guarding position and someone runs into you and hits you with force, it's a charge.
Exactly.
Yep. Shoulder to the chest. Daniel Jacobson. Oh, that was just fouled.
Oh, man, I don't know what. I think they were getting ready to. Were Snowbirds getting ready to call a timeout in the corner there? Or?
Yeah, I mean, Jacobson kind of just.
No, but I mean, if you're in a legal guarding position and someone runs into you and hits you with force, it's a charge.
Exactly.
Yep. Shoulder to the chest. Daniel Jacobson. Oh, that was just.
Like he went across half court, jump stop, kind of panicked there, and thought he had to.
I think he was going to dip it back to Bevel and just got.
Well, I mean, he gave the ball up. It could have been an over and back because his right foot did go across half court, and then he turned back around to pass it off. 90 seconds left. That's a ton of time. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Metelski, but stolen right away. He put it on the floor, but Metelski gets on it. Oh, and Jeffers gets it.
A timeout taken by the Snowbird bench. Wow. Wow. Dale Jacob, head coach Dale Jacob, has got a quick trigger on that timeout. He wants each possession right now as we've got an injured Bulldog down on the sideline there.
Yeah, that's Hansel who gets back up.
He's all right.
After a moment.
Looked like he just kind of wanted to catch his breath as he's been doing a lot of the heavy lifting for the Bulldogs in the fifth quarter, I should say. So with that, we're going to take a quick break. Be back in 30 seconds after this on Next Level Broadcasting.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Welcome back. 1:24 to play in the overtime period. Snowbirds lead by 2. The basketball is theirs. Only one timeout in the overtime period, so St. Mary's has used theirs. They do have the possession arrow in their favor. Inland Lakes, one timeout left. Are you fouling yet here if you're Inland Lakes, Charles?
No, you want to get a stop. You want to try to force a turnover and see what you can do.
Jacobson gets it across half court to Bevel. He splits 2, goes through the legs. Jump ball, just hold it. It's okay.
Snowbird basketball.
You just got to hold it.
And that's what you're trying to do if you're Inland Lakes. You want to try to force St. Mary into a dribble. Try to get a held ball as the next possession arrow will favor the Bulldogs. Once again, want to give a huge shout out to the crowd tonight in the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium.
Yeah, I think they're giving possession to Inland Lakes, actually.
No, it should be the possession arrow had it as Snowbird.
Well, what I'm wondering, I think the possession arrow should have changed on the other one down
That was
here.
a timeout.
That was a timeout,
yep.
Right. Okay, so.
They're going to give it to Blue.
All right.
Well, maybe they're getting.
Was that a timeout?
It was a timeout.
Yeah,
it was a timeout.
Yeah,
Was it because St. Mary's won the tip to start the
St. Mary
overtime
won the
period?
tip for overtime.
So, okay.
Problem with having that wrong, though, is that you coach it like that.
Right.
If you get a tie up, no big deal.
Snowbirds need to get a stop now.
Jeffers,
tie up play.
And now the possession arrow says Inland Lakes. Got to get that flipped. That one we know is going back to the Snowbirds.
So, I mean, another good job of Metelski and Jeffers playing that kind of dribble handoff or ball screen really, really well.
We're under a minute. Bevel, he picked up his dribble at half court and he got trapped. Oh, but Croft gets a steal.
This is big.
Got to slow it down. No timeouts for the Snowbirds, and they're going to foul Brody Jeffers.
Yeah, and Jeffers Probably the last guy you want to see at the free throw line. Bevel's missed a couple shots. Jeffers been pretty consistent from the line.
Once again, want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight.
It's been a fun one. Great way to start off Catholic Schools Week.
That's right.
All next week. And, hey, a great way to end Catholic Schools Week will be next Friday
We'll talk
night.
about that. We'll talk about that one after Jeffers makes – he needs to hit one here for a little bit of
Charles, what's your thoughts on overtime pay?
Well, I'm sorry. What's
It's
that?
got to be time and a half, right?
I was just about to say time and a half.
Gotta be time and a half. Well, since you guys brought that up, we're going to thank some of our sponsors. We want to thank our friends at J&J Construction. As I said earlier, a lot of people right now are getting into projects they can't handle, and that's when you need to call J&J Construction. They can get you out of anything. Plus, if you're starting a new project, J&J Construction can help you from start to finish. That's J&J Construction, a proud sponsor of Snowbird basketball. Also want to thank our friends at Golf Gaylord. Listen, at some point in time, our athletic days just kind of dry up, and you need to find something where you can have and turn to a good hobby, and that's Golf Gaylord. So when you want to find something that you can enjoy, spend your time outside, head on into Golf Gaylord. They can get you set up with the right set of clubs, lessons, tutorials, even show you how to fix that slice. That's Golf Gaylord, sponsor of Snowbird basketball and Next Level Broadcasting. Thanks to Golf Gaylord and J&J Construction for bringing this game to you wherever you're watching from. Snowbirds up 69-67.
Charles, not to interrupt, I do have to real quick say, so Gavin Bevel and Brody Jeffers, they both got 22 apiece, and right now in that second half, Caden Hansel, he had only 10 points in the first two quarters. He's got 30 right now.
Jeez.
So he's really dominated the second half and in this overtime as well.
The action that the Bulldogs have been running has been that dribble handoff, ball screen. Hansel's been doing it very well.
Brody missed both free throws, and the Lakes can tie or take the lead. 40 seconds to go. Wallace has it, guarded by Jacobson. Wallace goes left side, picks up his dribble, finds Hansel, guarded by Metelski. Hansel drives, shot up, good.
Play. I mean, it's defensive efforts there. You really can't blame him for that one.
Hey, we're all tied up, 69-69, 25 seconds to play. No timeouts either side. Brody Jeffers to Gavin Bevel. They want to hold for one. Gavin bounce pass Croft. He's fouled.
Oh, these might be the biggest free throws of the game. I mean, we have big free throws just before the end of the defensive efforts there. You really can't blame him for that one.
Hey, we're all tied up, 69-69, 25 seconds to play. No timeouts either side. Brody Jeffers to Gavin Bevel. They want to hold for one. Gavin bounce pass Croft. He's fouled.
Oh, these might be the biggest free throws of the game.
But got a little bit of wrist as well, so Croft will head to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Dillon's first. Good. Huge. Need them both. 18 seconds to play.
Another thing the Snowbirds are doing, this is something that head coach Dale and Jacob and I found when you're at the line shooting free throws, you want to pull your guys off so you don't get a loose ball foul.
Gets them both. Huge foul shots for the juniors. Now no fouls here for the Snowbirds. Hansel has it, guarded by Metelski. Hansel loses it momentarily. Ball hits the ground. Back to Hansel it goes, guarded by Jeffers. He drives up with the right hand, up and under. It's a foul. He'll shoot 2, 6.6 to play. And if you thought those foul shots were huge for Croft, Brennan, wait for these.
And that's the same action there that the Bulldogs have been running, trying to get Hansel the ball, and Snowbirds just not able to get under that ball screen fast enough to recover.
At times they played it really well in the fourth quarter in the overtime period, but sometimes they've been burned. And remember, Hansel made 3 out of 4 when he had those technical free throws. He makes the first here. This one to tie. Snowbirds will have 6.6 to get the inbound and a possession if Hansel makes this one.
I think St. Mary's turned on the fans.
No timeouts. We're tied. Bevel. No, it's Jeffers from Jacobson. Brody drives, shot up. And it's a blocking foul on the floor, 2.3 to play. And Brody has 2 more huge free throws.
Huge free throws.
Yeah, sorry, the volume down. No, you're good. I mean, look, Brody Jeffers, really good to just kind of drive in and just force them to put contact on him. I don't even know.
Could have been a charge.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of speed. Brody, no good.
I think just how he went down court so quick, they were expecting maybe a 3 or like a jump shot. He was going to the rim, and I kind of caught Inland Lakes off guards, forced them to foul.
Just need one, Brody, for the lead. Yes.
Hey!
2.3, you can't foul. Brody gets a tip.
Wow. Wow. Birthday boy.
No foul.
Birthday Jeffers.
You got to make them catch it with their back to the basket here, gentlemen.
1.8. Passes in. Shot. No good. Ball game. Snowbirds win.
What a game. What a game. 72-71. I mean, Patrick, welcome back.
Woo!
Welcome back. I guess I know what. Wow. That's why they call you Patrick Starr.
Wow, he's been saving that one. He's been saving that one.
Oh, that's I mean, probably might be one of the best games we've gotten to see all year long.
Wow.
Impressive game. Hey, and you also can't fault Inland Lakes. They played their tails off tonight. But yeah, so you're kind of your firm leader in Ski Valley Conference is your 12-1 Snowbirds. 72-71 victory tonight.
And we want to give our player of the game tonight to the senior birthday boy, Brody Jeffers.
Yeah, 23 points tonight.
23 points, iced the game with that final free throw. Didn't make it easy on himself. He missed the first free throw, so he had to hit the second in order to do it.
He likes the pressure.
He likes the pressure. And on his 18th birthday, he seals it for the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds. A big win. I mean, you saw it. I mean, you saw the elation on his face. And
these guys are excited. This is like what we're kind of talking about throughout the game. I mean, the Ellsworth game was exciting because of how well they shot the ball. But this is exciting because this is like a conference. Like, they know if they win this game and how they play this game is going to set up their future for being the conference winner. And I mean, even got the kids fist bumping each other on the court. They're in 4th grade, and they have no idea how much this means for the conference, and they're still excited.
I talked with Coach Metelski after that the Grand Traverse City Christian game where the Snowbirds won. He said, man, it feels like our level is at this point, but we're playing way above that.
Yeah.
And he was thinking, when are we going to find that level? Are we going to come back down to earth? Charles, I think that the Snowbird level might just be that high where they've been playing.
Here's what's impressive tonight about the Snowbirds' victory. They won 72-71 in overtime against a conference opponent, and the Snowbirds made 1 3-pointer.
Wow. They go from 13 threes on Monday to 1 on just winning in all sorts of ways.
That is impressive because a lot of teams that shoot 3-pointers.
That's a great point.
When you make a lot of threes, you often take a lot of threes, and when a team wants to take away your 3-point shot, you need to be able to have a counter punch. And the Snowbirds had a tremendous counter punch tonight, getting inside. And we saw it from the beginning, from the jump, Patrick. Gavin Bevel putting his head down, getting to the rim. Brody Jeffers getting to the rim. Rylan Metelski attacking the offensive glass. I mean, so much attention to detail and attention to the game plan tonight for the Snowbirds. They knew that Inland Lakes was going to try to limit their 3-point opportunities. I mean, and that's a good hallmark of a good team. If you can make 12 threes one game or 13 threes, whatever they made on Monday night versus Ellsworth, come back 4 nights later, only make 1 and win against second-place team in your conference, you need to be able to win multiple ways.
It's awesome. Cold-blooded. That started off Catholic Schools Week, Charles. We got to talk about the finale.
So looking forward, we have 3 St. Mary games next week. They open up with Forest Area. They play Forest Area Fife Lake on Monday night. Thursday night, they'll play up at Pelston. And then Friday night, they'll be right here. The girls' varsity will kick that one off at 6 o'clock versus Lake Leelanau St. Mary. And after the conclusion of that game, it'll be the St. Mary boys versus the number 1 ranked Lake Leelanau St. Mary in Class D. So that'll be a showdown for Class D boys basketball in Northern Michigan. The crew at Next Level Broadcasting is really looking forward to that one. That game, we'll be bringing that to you in its entirety, the girls' varsity game, the boys' varsity game. But looking forward right now, the Snowbirds with their future ahead of them with 3 games next week versus Forest Area, Pelston. Got to enjoy this win tonight and then get maybe like a shoot-around Saturday morning. Monday, it's playing Forest area.
Yeah, back to work, and, just got to enjoy your weekend. But, look, we're over halfway in the season. St. Mary's really has found the rhythm, and as you said, that level, I think that level has changed, and it's going to be an exciting next couple weeks for St. Mary's basketball, both on the boys and girls side of things.
When you close out close games like this in the conference at home on a Friday night, your confidence just keeps going up and up and up. Ready to wrap this thing up, Charles?
Yep, I'm ready to wrap this one up. So for myself, Brendan Morris, Patrick O'Connor, Daniel Powers, and Mr. Burkhart, who was running our sideline camera. Also shout out to Nick Wenzel tonight, our production guys in the truck, our programmers and producers. Big thank you to everyone who tuned in tonight. We'll be back next week with more Snowbird basketball on Next Level Broadcasting's affiliate coverage of Gaylord St. Mary Athletics. Have a great weekend, everyone.